Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is November 12th, 2024, and this is a quick look at how I go about scalping the market. I'm actually going to do a live trade in my virtual account, of course, and this, of course, this is all for educational purposes only, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. This is one of the things that I usually look at, and I'm going to do actually, I'm going to be using options to do this trade, and I want to jump into it right away. Let me just go ahead and show you what I'm looking at. I see a channel here. We're kind of like near the bottom of that channel right now, and if I want to go long, I have to buy a call. I'm doing a couple things here that I really wouldn't advise. Number one, it's a downward channel. Why am I buying a call? Number one. The other thing that I'm doing kind of scary and wrong, 6-day options, only 6 days to expiration. Another one, 9 days expiration. That's what I'm looking at. And again, if it breaks this bottom, it's probably going to go lower. So there's a lot of things going wrong here. But I'm going to do it. I'm trading at this 513 for 364, 361, somewhere in there. I'm going to do a confirm and send and see what we get. Because, again, I expect it to come back up here a little bit. All I need is a little bit. I only look to usually make around 10 to 20 cents on these type of trades. I'm trying to buy at 65 in a live account. It would have got filled in. I'm looking at it. Again, I'm the type I won't chase this. Definitely won't chase this because I'm definitely going against the trend there. It just filled me at 365. And once you're in these trades especially if you're doing it this way, the wrong way, against the trend, you got to set that exit up right away. And I'm not seeing everything that I want to see. Let me maximize this, and are we going to go for 20 cents? I'll just throw it out here like this right quick. Boom. So that's that, and I am going to erase that. Let's go back here and look at this. I got in at 365. 375 would be 10 cents, and as you can see, it's going against us already. And I'll see again. This is like I say, the trend is your friend. If you're going to go against the trend, and right now I'm looking at my exit. My exit is kind of like it's okay. If this thing does do a little push back up to the top of this channel that we have, and let me use some of these other drawing tools. Let me see if regression. Does this work? No, I don't like that. Yeah, and I'm just playing around here a little bit. Let me. Does this work? Yeah, there we go. Like that. Ever how you want to draw it, this is one of these tricky things, But now, the other thing when it comes to the options, some people say, okay, I'm in this trade, I can't lose too much money, But that's the whole thing when it comes to options. You can lose 50% so quick. You can lose 10% so quick. You can lose a dime nickel so quick. The thing was, just like I said, this is for educational purposes, only demonstration purposes, only how easy everybody says easy to trade. Yes, it is easy to click and point and look at stuff and do stuff real quick. But is it easy really to make money? If you have like me, I just traded with my bullish mindset that I always have, instead of taking that bearish trade that I should be taking. Since this thing is actually in a downward trend, I should have been a little bit more patient and waited for it to come up here and then take a downward trade. That definitely would have been probably more easy. That's the easy trade. The hard trade, don't make sense trade, is what I just did. And that's what a lot of times traders do. They think, okay, I'm going to buy that dip. I didn't have any kind of confirmation that dip had actually really happened. I'm just maybe getting that confirmation right now that dip actually happened, and it can actually come back up here. I'm finally getting me a green candle, but this whole while, when I got into this trade, this thing was still dropping. The only thing that I was able to look at here is that we was down here near the bottom of my so-called channel that I've drawn. So me being a little bit experienced, I don't mind trying that, especially a virtual trade, not a live trade. I'm not trading this live at this time, and I wouldn't suggest doing that. And there are better trades than what I'm actually looking at. There was a better trade this morning. uh, Seeing this real strong bullish tail here, it was a better trade. Maybe taking this top or that top. And all, it was a better trade. It was a better trade to the downside when you saw it didn't make it to this top right here. And all, and trading this thing to the downside, and maybe even still be in that trade at this time. But trying to take these trades later in the day. This is why I usually don't trade later in the day. And all, because the market, once it gets in a trend like this, it usually stays in that trend. And all, until it gets to a certain point, usually to a pivot point. And we're not quite down to our support 1 level yet. And it's being real slow about getting there. So that's what I'm seeing right now. But we're in this trade long, and we got to see how it's going to actually play out. And then the other thing is, trying to get 20 cents on something going against the trend is going against one of my rules. If I'm going against the trend, all I should be trying to get is 10 cents, if I can even get that, because again, let me look at 65, and I set it for 85. Nah, that's highly likely not going to happen, and that's what, again, it gets back to one, setting the wrong expectations for the trade is a bad thing too, because now I can look at and see where my exit is. My exit is almost telling me that this thing needs to actually really reverse the trend that is actually in order for me to be profitable. So when you, again, on this platform, you can get where you see things like that and you kind of like say, oh no, maybe this is not going to work. I better adjust this thing. So you get where I get where you can do a cancel and replace and say, oh, I better set this thing for 10 cents instead of 20 cents. And on this platform, it's very easy to do that. I just did a cancel replace, set it for 75 instead of 85, do a confirm and send on it. Boom. And now at least it brings it back down into the channel where I'll be exiting if it actually can reverse and come back up to that. So let's just kind of like wait and see. If we ended up getting a close down here below this, let me see, I hit the wrong button there. Boom, there. But as you can see, this is the other thing that happens. On options with very little time, you're losing time all the time throughout the day. If it's moving against you, so you're losing time and you're losing in direction also. So again, it gets where you can lose money really, 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 really fast. So that's what you're getting to see here right now. And this is good in a way to let people see how much money you can actually lose on these trades. Let me see, I don't mind. I'm going to go over here because I made that end up. And I'm going to go here on this monitor tab. And all. You'll see other stuff that I actually got going on. And all. But this is the trade that we're looking at right now. And all. This QQQ trade. And these things are really down. But that's why I said I should have closed them, because they would have closed. That would have been automatically closed if I had put a good until cancel type trade on them. And all, I forgot to do it. It was in the virtual account, so I didn't put a good until cancel on these. But as you can see right now, we're down, $195 on that trade. So, and again, at first all we was looking to make was $200 on this trade, and now we're down that much on the trade itself. So buying a put or selling a call may have been a better trade. And that's one of the things that practicing this stuff and seeing this stuff and actually understanding how you were actually trading and what was happening at the time when you was trading kind of gives you a better idea on how to do your trades in the future. And this is one of the reasons why I say you need to practice. Practicing really, really would help you out. And the other thing, since it didn't really get a good close down here, it is a virtual trade too. So again, a virtual trade is kind of like easier to hold, and that's adjusting our target now down a little bit to where it's at the top of this trending channel. It's letting you see that we got a better chance of actually getting this trade to execute the way we want it to execute and all. So we're almost there. Can we make it? Can we make it? Can we make it? We're at the 367, 372, 371, but we need that 71 to go over here to this side, that 75 to go over here to this side. So we're going to actually really need this thing to pop up through here. And what time is it? It's almost 10 to 12. Can it do it? Is that 74 or 71? So let's see if it actually happens and all. Getting close, getting close, getting close. And I will not adjust it again. I just want to let you guys see that it can actually happen if you're patient enough and let it happen. There. We actually did do it. It did do exactly what we expected to do. But again, just take what the market is going to give you. And yes, it could be. We could have actually got lucky and been hitting a reversal point where the market was going to decide and reverse back to the upside and get out of this downward channel. But maybe it's getting ready now. You want to put that put on and trade it to the downside. But I just want to show you, if you're patient enough, even bullheaded as I am, sometimes things work out. And in this particular case, it did. And again, this was in the live market. This is something that I do all the time and all. So I was pretty comfortable doing this, making that quick 10 cents on that particular trade. And that's all I really want to share at this time. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys find this helpful. Look at that. It might even got that 20 cents. But, yep, it's at 85. Boom. So, yes, it would have. But that's it. That's all I really want to share. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you find this helpful and all, and give you a better way of actually looking at the market. Add on your indicators and stuff. See how they work based on something like this. What were they telling you at the time that you could do? You know, was that a good trade for you or a bad trade for you? And all. And again, if you want to take that downward trade, as you see, I didn't wait for that thing to come back up here and take this downward trade. See, based on your plans and your strategies, why didn't I wait to take that downward trade, and what's happening here at this time? That's it. That's all I really want to share at all. And I hope you guys find this helpful and give you something to think about. You know, why did he do that? Why did that actually really work out like that? Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye.